My name is Alicia Creighton. I am the CEO and designer behind Exclusive the Label. And I created Exclusive as a way for me to express myself and really explore fashion and to just really just have fun with it. I grew up and I'm still kind of like really shy, a little introverted. Don't really like I'm not the person who's really going to always make the first move when it comes to meeting people or introducing myself. That's not me. I'm not really a extroverted person unless like I'm really comfortable. And fashion is my segue into really like expressing myself and getting to know people and letting people get to know me a little bit because I really am really bold and really just experimental with my outfit choices, my hair choices, my makeup and things like that. I'm very risky with those things because it's something that you can easily change. You can easily adjust to the environment or the function, the event, the occasion. It's something that it's easily changeable. It's nothing that's permanent. And I just really just like to have fun. That's how I choose to express myself. I wasn't the most confident growing up, so it's kind of the way that I've been able to build my confidence, and I am the most flattered when somebody's like, "Oh, I like your outfit," or "I like this about your outfit. I like your jacket. I like this and that." Like, I really get excited when people say things like that to me because I'm like, "Oh, thank you. I really tried because I really try and I really love it, and it's something that I'm passionate about." So it just means a lot to me. Exclusive was birthed through that. I launched Exclusive over 4 years ago now in 2018, in July of 2018 to be exact. July 21st is when I debuted my first collection to the public. I did a fashion show all on my own. It was my first show that I did ever. And I was so proud of it just because like I did everything and I just yeah, I was like if nobody else is going to, do it, I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just go all out with it. And that's really what I did. I was experimenting with different styles and patterns and really testing my skills because I've been sewing for years. I started sewing and designing and sketching and stuff when I was like 7 years old. So at that point, I just turned like, I don't know, mind your business. But at that point, I was just like really trying to come into myself. I was trying to figure out what I want to do about college and school. I was just trying to figure it out at that point, and I was like, I know exactly what I want to do. I've always known I want to be a fashion designer, and I was just like, okay, it's no really for me and where I'm from, a small town in Arkansas where it's like I'm in the South. It's not a lot of fashion opportunities that's going to be laid out for me like it would be, or just available to me like it would be if I was in a bigger city that's more used to something like that, like that's more prominent in that industry. And so I kind of just had to create my own way, and Exclusive was my way of doing that. So that's really how Swizzle got started. I really like just paved my own way, pioneered my own journey, and was like, I'm gonna do it because what other choices I have? And I've been looking through like my old sketches and my sketchbooks and everything like that, curating this collection, Breaking the Chrysalis, Volume One. And I just have been just so emotional, so amazed, so excited through the whole journey of curating this collection and what's to come. And it just makes me so happy and just like I'm so proud of my journey. And I just want people to understand that it's not an overnight thing. I am still doing most of pretty much everything by myself, and it's very hard. It's difficult, but it's something that I signed up for because I knew that it's my vision and I can't force other people to see the vision. I just gotta make them see it by doing what I know how to do, which is sew and design and create. So that's that. when it comes to breaking the chrysalis, the collection kind of came about because I had a lot of growth. Like last year, 2021 was super impactful, super what's the word I want to say? Super transitional for me as far as where my life was going because I had just graduated college last year. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I relocated and I just was like, I don't know. And it kind of spilled over into my business, even though I was progressing a lot with exclusive. I just felt like it wasn't where I wanted it to be. And so I kind of just slowed everything down and was like, okay, we're going to pause this because I need to figure out what's the real plan, what's the goal, what what do I want to see exclusive be in the future? Like, where do I want it to be? And I tried to slow everything down and figure it out. And I feel like I did a good job with making the progress I did in that moment. It kind of, even though it was very like unexpected, a lot of things were very sporadic decisions that I wasn't planning to make. I am really like seeing it's okay, even though some of it is still kind of like I'm still trying to adjust. I feel like with exclusive halting and really trying to come to the purpose of the brand, and the purpose and the reason that I go back to the reason that I started this brand was really necessary because I kind of got to a point where I was just putting stuff out just because I felt like I needed to. And I had some reasoning, some intention behind it, but it was just surface. It wasn't a deeper reasoning. It was just because like, oh, I feel like I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. And I just wanted to take a step back and kind of just, you know, do things with more a deeper meaning, a deeper purpose and more intention. It was all intentional originally, but I wanted to have more intention than just for the moment. And so with that, I feel like I was kind of going through my own transitional path through my own life, and exclusive was kind of going through its own, and I was trying to figure it out. And I was like, okay, well, I used those times, those moments, those transitions to kind of come up with what you see now with Breaking the Chrysalis, this collection. And it is a representation of where exclusive started in 2018 to where it is now in 2022. And I'm very proud of it because as much as I try to separate myself from exclusive, a lot of it, majority of it is me and it is personal to me, but it's something that I'm okay with sharing because I know that at the end of the day, it's a deeper reasoning behind all of this. Like it's a reason God gave me this talent to sew and to design and create because a lot of it comes natural to me. But I feel like at the end of the day, like it's a reason behind it. And I just had to rediscover that reason, that purpose, and going through my transition was a way that I did that. But yeah, so when it comes to Breaking the Chrysalis, this collection is the evolved version of a lot of my past designs. So a lot of them have taken inspiration from a lot of my old sketches when I was really trying to curate what I wanted this collection to look like. I really went back and started looking into my old sketches from like years ago, even before I launched. I was going through like my old sketches and seeing where I was at that time and really just experimenting with that, like collabing where I was then and where I am now and trying to morph it into something that represents my future, the future for exclusive and the future for where I see myself as a designer. And a lot of this collection, I feel like I did a good job with presenting that and wrapping it up all together. Even when it comes down to like some of the most unique pieces, I'm very excited about the outcome of them because it really just shows like the growth. And if you know anything about me or where I started, it's just amazing to see it. I'm like excited about it and very like proud of myself as a designer, as a person, as just everything, and proud of the brand and where it's going and where it's come from. It just means a lot to me. With this collection, Breaking the Chrysalis, originally when I debuted it in February of this year, I felt like it was a little rushed. I felt like it wasn't ready. I was excited about it in that moment, but I wasn't the happiest with it. I feel like at that time I just feel like I needed to do it, needed to get it out because I was sitting on it for a minute. Because I started planning the collection like some mid last year, mid 2021, and so I was like, okay, it should be ready to come out, and it just wasn't. And I felt like I was missing some things, and I just wanted to go back a little bit and reevaluate the decisions I had made with that collection, with the first version of this collection. And when I'm glad I did that because it gave me a chance to still experiment a little bit more, still see where it was room for growth and room for um, to fill those missing things. And that's why I revoked it. That's why I took it back. Like I just was like, no, I don't think it's ready. And so I took it down, took it off the site and everything and was like, let's go back to the drawing board. And I talked to my mentor about it and I was like, okay, this is what I feel, and with his guidance and his support and the support of like my friends and my other fellow fashion designers and things like that, they was like, yeah, I get what you're coming from. And so I went to the drawing board and came up with what I feel like is my best collection to date. I'm super proud of it, and I just know that I feel unstoppable now. I feel like, yeah, I did that. You can't touch me because this collection is 10 out of 10. Like it's on a level 1,000 compared to what I feel like it was on a level like 8, because it was still good. Don't get me wrong, it was good. It was fire, but I felt like I needed to amp it up a little bit because I wanted it to be a true reflection of exclusive. So I wanted to kind of take it back a little bit, and reflect more of the direction of the future for where I want exclusive to go. So that is that, and I've updated some things with exclusive, the label overall, beyond the collection. A lot of the things came, a lot of the updates came through with the collection, but it's something that I wanted to start implementing a long time ago, and I'm glad I got the chance to do it now. So now with exclusive, I mentioned this before, but everything is limited. Like every collection is limited, and most of it will not return, and so it's only like limited quantities. Everything is handmade. It's like made to order. So I am the only person doing it at this moment, and I do want to start expanding into a team like that or a sewing team like that. But at this moment, just because I want to keep it true to its name and be exclusive, I everything's going to be in limited quantities. The most of the things that are going to be available more in higher quantities will be like the t-shirts, the hoodies, things like that. But when it comes to like a lot of the outerwear, a lot of it is one of ones or like one of twos or just very limited quantities. Like the max would probably be like 5, and I do that because one day when in 10 years, 20 years, whatever, when you get this piece, like this Letterman, for example, that I have on, like if you get of this Letterman in this version, then you're gonna be the one of the few to ever have it, and it's gonna be worth more monetarily and also just like emotionally, it's gonna be worth more because you getting one of the 5. Like it's not gonna be something that is going to be, just widely distributed. Even when we do get the chance to grow, I still want to keep it like that. It'll probably be a larger quantity, larger than 5, but it won't be like super duper distributed like that. I want to keep it true to its name and just have some things that are truly exclusive and things like that. So with that being said, like we do have limited quantities, small quantities for the collection. The outerwear, a lot of the outerwear will be limited quantities, 5 or less for the most part. And we will have a lot of one of ones coming, and that will be available in this collection. One of ones or one of twos. Mostly everything, because it's going to be um, made to order. It will be small variations with the design, just to keep it like unique to itself a little bit. Like most of the things that are like patchwork, like the denim, the patchwork denim, and like the corset, things like that. Those are going to be a little bit different for every customer, because I am trying to be more sustainable and use more of like the recycled straps and things like that, just to be a little bit more sustainable. And so everything won't be, as far as the patchwork things, won't be to the T a carbon copy of each other. They're going to be a little bit different, which I feel like will add to its uniqueness, but it's still going to be exclusive, because got to keep it exclusive. And yeah, so I'm super excited about that. I am offering made to measure now, which is a little bit new. I still have the size chart where you can still order to your size, but when it comes to like more things like the corsets and some of the other items, we do have the option where it's going to be made to measure, where you could put your own measurements in. You could also, I also added a virtual shopping option, where if you wanted to book an appointment, to have like book appointment, set up an appointment to like get a one on one with me, and I can help you shop and just talk you through some of the collection if you have any questions about it, or kind of on the fence about some things and just want to figure out what you think will be right for you. I would love to help you do that. I'm super excited about adding that, because I feel like gives me a chance to get to know our customers a little bit more. And I'm just super excited to have that available to you even now. So that's an option for anybody who wants it. Honestly and truly would love to talk to everybody. I know that's not going to always be the case, but I truly hope that whoever buys exclusive knows that it's coming from a place of love. I'm not going to send you out anything that is below my standards, and trust me, they are high. They are high. I'm quality checking everything. I'm making sure that it's to the T. If I'm gonna put it on and I'm gonna send it out to you, know it's gonna be top tier. I'm not sending out anything that's less than top tier. If exclusive name on it, you know it's gonna be 1,000% right. Like, I'm not sending out anything that's less. And with that being said, it may take a little bit longer to get things out. Right now, our shipping is about 1 week. No, no, no. Our processing time is about 2 weeks, and then we ship pretty quickly after that. It just depends. If we get like large orders or anything like that, it's going to take a little bit longer, but I hope that you will be willing to bear with me and just understand that it is a small business and I do have a lot of room to grow. I just need a little patience when it comes to that, because I guarantee you, when you get your order, it's going to be worth the wait. Also, one of the other changes that I've decided to make is Exclusive was originally a women's and menswear brand. Now it's a women's and unisex brand. Just because a lot of the menswear, when I did create purely menswear, it was still unisex. And so I just wanted to just eliminate the whole women's and men's, except for it's still things that are geared towards women. Like, there are a lot of dresses and like the corsets and things are geared those towards women specifically, but it's a lot of pieces like the outerwear. A lot of the bottoms are unisex, because I wanted to give people the opportunity to wear what you want, like style it however you want to. You can do really whatever you want to. Fashion is an art form to me, and I feel like you can use it to express yourself in whatever way you choose. There's no restrictions, there's no rules on fashion. So I feel like you can really do whatever you want to. So even me personally, when I shop for something like that, if I'm shopping, I might slide over to the men's section, because sometimes the men's stuff be better, and so I might want to rock it. So I just wanted to, you know, instead of just making it men's, it's still unisex. So I just wanted to be strictly women's and unisex, and yeah, so I'm excited about that change. And yeah, I'm really excited about the new era of exclusive, and I cannot wait to share what's to come.